Hi everyone, welcome to this live stream, and today I'm gonna be replacing this small piece of the deck board that needs to be extended. So I'll be putting extra piece right next to this side, and then I will top it with another piece that should be wider. So just guys, and let's do it together. Thank you for joining everyone. So as you can see, I'm replacing this short piece of board that was barely sitting on this edge of the lumber, and I'll be extending it. I'll put like on the sawhorses there are two pieces of 2 by 8, I think, and I'll be attaching them right to this side, and then I'll top it with another piece of decking board that will be wider. So if you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat, and let me know where you're watching from, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, so I got all this stuff nice clean. Now I'm gonna be cutting. I'm gonna be cutting pieces to attach it to the side. Thank you for joining, everyone, and for staying tuned. Give this live stream a like by double tapping the screen, please, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Hi everyone, thank you for joining. Don't forget to give this live stream a like. So now I'm trying to see how high do I need to bring it to have the piece sitting not sloped but flush with the rest of the boards. Hi Vladimir Oliviero. Hi Rodolfo Turini. Thank you guys. Like, give it a like please by double tap on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. again. I'm having this another section here. Hi MM, thank you for joining. Like this live stream and don't forget to subscribe. Hi MM, hi. Thank you for joining the live stream. There or there, I don't know. It's up to you. I'm gonna bring another 10-footer and we'll have to cut it. Hi HR Renovation LLC, thank you for joining. Give this live stream a like by double tapping the screen and drop in a chat if you have any questions or you want to maybe suggest something, because sometimes some that watch they drop really golden recommendations or suggestions and I really like to hear it. Say moms to do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. So now I'm gonna need to cut it. Hi Hans Dieter. Hi, thank you for joining. So now I need to cut that piece. Just like that. Thank you for joining everyone. Give this live stream a like by double tapping your screen and don't forget to subscribe. Hi Barry Ragus. Hi, thank you for joining. Let's cut this board together. my angle finder somewhere, but it's always somewhere not where you want it to be. So I'll just put it on the top, just like that. Almost perfect. So it's like 40. I'll say like 30, 38. Nope. 35. Yep, it is perfect. So now I'm gonna just bring this line over here. I'm gonna run to bring my square. Nimm einen Winkel. Rookie. Toronto Ricks. Okay. Toronto. Whatever you say. So be it. I don't quite understand the last comment from Hans. I can't translate it. Einen Winkel, but it's Deutsch, I assume. Thank you for joining, everyone. I'm gonna bring the T-square to cut, to mark and trace it. But yeah, I mean, I'm not even claiming to be the super specialist that has no replacements in the world. Okay, got it ready. And now I'm gonna bring the depth deeper just because it's pressure to you. It's not that easy. guys, let's check what we have here. Enrage in I'm bored. Okay, so be it. Thank you for joining, guys. Like by double tapping your screen, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for staying here with me, everyone. So let's put it in place. Perfect. Hi, did it, Johnson. Hi. Thank you for joining. You did it. Thank you, thank you. Das ist richtig, das hast du gut gemacht. Grüße aus Hamburg. Okay, probably I figured that you are from Hamburg. I used to study Deutsch in when I was at school, so I know some stuff. It's just a little bit like good work. Keep it up. Thank you, sir. Don't forget to subscribe and give this live a like so I can have you in my team. It's like this world needs more positive people like yourself that would be uh, helping others and bringing and lifting their spirits up rather than pushing them down, because it's lots of people who would be like, what are you doing, you are doing some weird stuff, and I'll be like, okay, whatever, but thank you for your motivation, Dieter Johnson. Thank you for your comment, Hans Dieter. I will at some point translate your comment so I know what it is. I took a screenshot of it, but for now, it's reached. Yeah. So pretty much like whoever built this deck, they missed with the measurements. So I was staying in this deck, and customer asked me if there is something that can be done not to have this small, tiny, ugly piece on the edge, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. So we are doing it now together. Thank you for joining me. I'm placing the ugly board just so I can see the height and not to bring it lower than necessary, because the previous piece it was lower. So I'm just trying to make it nice and flush, so then when I have the board on the top, it won't be like that. It will be nice and straight. So just a little bit of explanation of what's going on. I really enjoy these nature noises, all these birds, and it's really quiet in here, so it's actually a pleasure to work in such a lovely environment. I like nature. I like when it's nice and calm. And no one is bothering you while you're doing your stuff. It's really great. I'm using nice and galvanized ring shank nails in it, so just so you know, it's not something that will rust over the time. Thank you guys for your likes, for staying tuned. So yeah, I nailed this board and it should be pretty nice and solid now. And since I want to paint it right after, I can't really use the pressure treated lumber unless it's dried. So the customer had some boards that were pretty much like a spare boards or like cutoffs. So I'll be using some of them in order to be able to paint them right after. So if you see these ugly colors, don't be surprised. Es seid gut aus und geht voran. I want to show you something, guys. While I'm there is a cat that is kind of sneaking here. He already went back into his hiding spot, but because it's already dry, and like most of the decks that I see like paint, they have no gaps, even like here. So it's not good at all. Usually it's not that good. Let me adjust the depth a little bit. So even less. Hi, Klaus and Maria. Thank you for joining. Thank you for staying tuned, everyone. Give this live stream a like by double tapping the screen, guys, while I'm fixing this deck. And don't forget to subscribe. Perfect. Let's cut this corner real quick. Hi, es geht voran. I'll have to translate it. So what I'm doing. Okay, thank you for joining, everyone. Let me show you all this beauty on the backyard while I'm working. You see this beautiful forest, the sunset. It's really lovely here. If you like nature, give this live stream a like by double tapping your screen. I enjoy it a lot when it's calm and beautiful like it is here. So let's continue, everyone. Let's continue, guys. Let's continue. Gonna measure to see. Thank you for your like, guys. Your likes, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Yeah, I have a few other pieces. They're kind of short. Es gert voran. If I only knew what that means. But I'll translate it when I get home. know that there were a few other boards on the backyard. I'm gonna run and check them really quick. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Thank you for joining, everyone. Drop in the chat where you are watching from. Hi, Eduardo Meza. Thank you, Eduardo, for joining this live stream. Type in the chat if you have any questions or you want to let me know where you're watching from. Hi, Chris Sullivan. Hi, Chris. Long time no see. How are you? How are you doing? It's actually the same house, Chris. The same house, but another deck. So I'm just like, there was a short piece that was hanging on the edge, and I just attached that piece of pressure treated lumber just to make it a little bit wider. Hi, Denise Cleffy. Hi, Denise. Thank you for joining. So yeah, I'm trying to just extend this deck, and I put this board, and I'm using the boards that, wow, from Ireland. That's really cool. That's really cool. Thank you for joining from Ireland. Consider subscribing to the channel to just give it a like if you like it. It's good to see that you are from Ireland. That's cool. Like notorious Conor McGregor. So that's cool, yeah. Yeah, so Chris, I'm just using whatever boards that customer had here, because I can put them and paint them right away. So this is what I'm gonna be doing. Hi, Ricardo Gorilla Roman. Gorita, sorry, I said gorilla. I apologize, Ricardo. I'm just kind of getting blinded by sunshine from the other side. Desde Leon, Espana, hola, amigo. So yeah, you see how sunny it is on that side. Oh, I didn't mean to misspell your name or be rude. So thank you for joining, everyone. Subscribe to the channel and give this live stream a like. Hi, James DeLeon. That's a nice fit. I'm doing good. A little repair work. That's nice. Saving money is always good. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I had no problems with using another board, but if it could be reused, reclaimed, and why not? Good to hear that you are working. James, lol, not said no one. Thank you for your comments, James. Work in progress. That's true. That's true. Thank you for joining. Thank you. It's good to see every one of you guys, and thank you for supporting. And I'll double tap on that screen for me for your likes and subscription. And it's good to do all this stuff, not just by myself, but with you guys. Thank you. Have a good one too, James. Thank you. Good luck. Have a nice rest of your day. I'm gonna go and grab another board. probably. There is unfortunately not much that could be reused. Where are you? It looks beautiful. Denise, to get one more board. And yeah, it's pretty beautiful sight to see over here, other than seeing myself doing all this stuff. So yeah, I just went to check what customer has on the backyard, what kind of boards, and there was not a lot that could be reused. So I just wanted to see if there's any bigger piece that I got here, or okay. So yeah, I was just trying to check where they put the seams. I'm in what country? Oh, United States, Denise. I'm in the United States. It's Tennessee, Tri-Cities to be more particular. So yeah, it's Tennessee, United States. Just want to bring it tighter if I can. Why not to do it, right? Yeah, it's better. sorry guys, I skipped quite a few comments. What state are you in? I'm in Tennessee. I mean, what country? United States. No wonder you still. No wonder you're still in shorts. uh, Said hi, Attila Berkey. Hi Attila. Hi Chris87 Pro. Yeah, I mean, let's laugh together. So it's just a small repair job that I'm pretty much reusing the boards that were old, and this gun is giving me a problem. So if you are considering to get yourself some kind of nailer, I would say to avoid getting this one because it's like I don't know what's wrong with it, but it started like getting jammed by itself, and I was like, it's not that cool. So, but it was on a deal. That's what was one of the reasons I got it, and it's cordless anyways. So you have like time over time. I have to reset it because it won't push. Like when you just loaded the nails, it's fine, but after you hit quite few, it's not that good anymore. Okay, now I'm gonna get some oil on the front section, might help. Maybe I will try it at some point. It says that it's oilless, and I watched a few videos saying that you should avoid putting any oil, but probably in it other than on it. So yep, I'll try. I don't know, it feels like something with spring, because as soon as you release the spring and bring it back, then there is no problems at all. Okay, I'm gonna go and get the choke line in the truck, and I'll be back to snap that line and cut it. thank you for joining. At least it's working. Yep. Yeah, hopefully I'll try. I'll try. Perfect. Hi Zen Gemini. The dude is handy as all get out. Uh, Thank you for joining, Zen. Sometimes you have to use what's laying around. A little sanding, it will be good as new. That's true. That's true, Chris. Thank you for standing, standing for me. Yeah. Yeah, I should have gotten my belt sander with me today. High Face 13 store, 100%. Yep. Thank you for staying tuned, everyone. Don't forget to give this live stream a like by double tapping the screen and consider subscribing as well. So yeah, I was gonna say that I should have gotten my belt sander, but instead I didn't, so I just do it by hand. Uh, I have orbital sander, but you are right. Like I need to get palm sander. I remember I was almost close to getting it, but then I was like, probably not this time, and ended up getting something else instead of that. So yeah, another thing that I want to do, I'll probably bring my roller tomorrow, and I want to make this edge also rounded, so it will also blend the transitions between the boards. And yeah, so that would be good, because anyways, I'll be here tomorrow as well. Look at the bright side, hand sentient builds character. Yeah, kinda. It reminds me a little bit of a word that is like torch. When you use a torch to make it darker, it looks like that, and kinda like it. So I'm gonna go grab my sprayer and I'll spray it. I'll spray it and it'll be good to go. Actually, you know what? I forgot that I have one more section here that needs to be repaired. So yeah, see that spot right here. So he asked me if I can patch it and just cut it here and here. So I'll do it. Absolutely forgot about that spot. So Hi Patrick Pasquare. Are you going to cut it where the stud is, or are you going to add blocks? No, I'm not gonna be adding blocks. I will cut where the stud is, from here to here, and I'll put one piece. This is exactly what the customer asked me. Have a good day, Patrick. Thank you for joining this live stream. So I'm gonna bring my multi-tool. Okay, so perfect. Okay, so it's really hard to see where this joint is. Do Now I'm gonna be able to see where the edge of the stud is. So yeah. Okay. Thank you for joining, everyone, for staying tuned. Give this live stream a like by double tapping the screen. Yeah, I mean, so it's better to go less than more, and then I can always cut it. See what we got. Yep, exactly where it should be. So so. Hi J Terrible, Mr. Limp South. South. This is the Ace Tweaker on YouTube Live. Thank you for joining. Give this live stream like by double tapping the screen and consider subscribing. Thank you, everyone. that piece. Jesus Coronado. Man, at some point I will, but for paint, 100%, you're right. But not for cutting. For cutting, I'll be okay, probably. Something's telling me that I should be good. Ta-da. Shave a little bit more. Okay, I'll leave like that. Hi, Antonin Bursika. Okay. Hi, Agildo Souza. Hi, Agildo. Thank you for joining, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. To view this live stream, like, you just have to double tap it with your finger, just like that, and that's it. Thank you for joining, everyone. I'm about to start. I'm about to start spraying that stuff. I just need to hit one coat so it will absorb today, and then I'll hit it with another one tomorrow, and it'll be good to go. So pretty much I was doing some repairs, like this spot was weak here, and customer asked me just to put like a patch, and here also the board was too narrow, so I added 2x8 to the side, and then I put the rest of the boards on the top. I cut them also to make them a little bit more narrower than the full size of the board. So, and then I sanded that stuff, and I'm gonna paint it. So it's kind of like budget repair that should last. And I will top it with oil-based stain, which will penetrate really good, and I'm pretty sure it will give quite a few years to this deck, especially to these sections that were replaced. And let me show you the old piece. Like, so here's the old piece that was here. It was about, you see, about like 3 inches, maybe like 2.5, less than the width of this one. So yep. You know what? I was gonna go there without the light, but it's too dark. I don't see anything after this LED light is on. So yeah, I already completed this deck for this customer. Still have some of my stuff here. There was another deck on the other side of the house that I also completed, and this probably I won't even, I won't be even getting the sprayer. We'll see. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Probably I will. I was thinking about it, guys, and I decided that I won't. I will just use my extension and applicator, and I'll just pour it from a bucket, and we'll top it, and it will be as good as the sprayer. And then tomorrow I'll double check it once again, and I need like to touch up some of the siding for this customer as well tomorrow. So you see, there are some cats. They have quite a few cats, and they're creeping me out a little bit. So don't forget to give this live stream a like. Grandpa Dubs, message retracted. Sorry. Hi, Andrei Bucer, красава. Hi, Andrei. Hi. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. So I'll just use my applicator that I used yesterday on this thing after I sprayed it, but I won't be spraying it today. So just get the canvas paint. Oh, and it is oil based, so it will salt nice and good. No, I'll just hit few more. It absorbs it really quick, so I'll probably run one more pass on my way back. Lol, get a brush, dude. Oh man, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Give this live stream a like, guys. Don't hesitate. Just do it. You can also say, get a paint trade, dude. I'm just trying to be quick here, just to do it at least one hit today. So let's see. Lamp wool application makes it quick and thick. Thank you, Homegrown Texan. I actually have an applicator, but since I recently moved from Ohio to Tennessee, I still trying to figure out where some of my stuff is. And sometimes, like when you're switching from one type of a job to another, you might just have what you have in your truck or whatever. Whatever you have. Okay, you see it's nice and brown again. Okay, guys. The customers here. The board extended it and changed it. So,
Welcome to this light room.
thank you. I forgot about that. I pretty much used to like all yeah. I pretty much used all of the pieces that you had. So because like with fresh, you can paint it right away. That's why that piece I didn't paint is the one that I attached to the side.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, I'll come. Yeah, I'll come tomorrow to work on that on the siding, and I'll grab my belt sander and I'll blend over those transitions where they are, but pretty much yeah, it's nice and solid. I also watched those windows from the inside here and there, so now we have it more clear.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. How was your day?
That was a good day. A long day, obviously. My wife gets, frustrated when I come home late. Does yours?
Yep. Yeah. It's period. It depends sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. Like if it was like when I worked for a company, it was just like just hours when I need to come and just leave. But like when you do your own stuff, it involves just a little bit more of the stuff and like people that you have to contact every time in the morning, give them a feedback. So also schedule like further jobs and also like if it requires materials that needs to be or choices needs to be made by customer also. So it's like just different. But I mean I like it better because I can build relationships with
Yeah.
people and yeah, pretty much yeah. I like when I can see things that could make progress like and process better
Mm-hmm.
and I can discuss it with client and we can find because like usually when you work in this stuff I do some subcontracting as well but because you have that middleman sometimes you wish you could like give some better advice or something but it's just not where you are you just do what you have to do yeah but I mean it's all work so it's good.
Well, good. Are you about done?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah,
Oh,
I just
great.
wanted. Yeah, I just wanted to heat it so it will dry overnight, and then tomorrow
Okay.
I will be able to cover it once again. So
Great.
yeah, Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Do you think the side porch is okay to walk on?
This one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't when I just came, but during the day it looks like it dries and it's better. I also washed your chair, office chair. I cleaned
Which,
the
which
one
one?
that you have sentimental very
Yeah,
right. So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's a little bit wet, so it should dry and be good tomorrow. I also checked about that. Like the problem is that you have this pretty much stop or whatever, like that thing that
Mm-hmm.
I figured that it's like uh, getting lower as you sit on it, right? So it pretty much means that that thing needs to be replaced. And there are a few ways. Like one way is people just put like this like metal clamp that you just use to tighten your hoses or whatever on desired height, and you
Huh?
just manually stop it. So it's something that even you can do, or I can get this clamp tomorrow and just put it. So another thing I googled, and we can change that whole piece and get the replacement piece, which is
Mm-hmm.
around like $40. So there are two ways how it could be done. Like proper is, but you would need to wait for it. And they say it's like easy to change it to. It's like 10-15 minutes or something. But uh, it can be even ordered from that actual company and place that made the chair. So
Oh, really?
yeah, I checked and it says like that it's pretty good quality
Oh,
and it's a common issue for that stuff. And there are a few pieces in that could be ordered from Amazon. So whatever you like better, probably I would say I would change the actual piece maybe and order it.
yeah,
Or
let's
if
do
you
that.
want to, especially if you have like Amazon Prime or something, I can just send you the link for exact
Yeah,
piece. You can order it, and at some point I can just come and fix it.
perfect.
I think it's better than having like some kind of code or drilling through it.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Okay. Yeah. So that's pretty much it.
Well, I'll let you get on home to your family. Thanks for the excellent work as always.
Uh-huh. Thank you for turning on that light. I forgot that you have them.
Oh, and
Yep.
inside this door there are also these other lights.
Mm-hmm.
All right, see ya.
See you. Okay. Homegrown Lambo obligator, right on, do the best you can with the tools you got. That's right. That's right. Homegrown techs. Consider giving this live stream a like and don't forget to subscribe. I really appreciate all of you. Good to have nice people on my side and that I can talk to while I'm working also because it's not many people usually when you do work. It's like you and your work. So I'm gonna start loading all my stuff in the truck. I'm gonna bring my truck closer so I can load everything. Thank you for staying tuned, everyone. So I'm gonna be bringing my tools back in the truck. It's been a little long. Thank you for one. Let me know in the chat, guys, where you're watching from and what made you watch till the very end of this live stream, which been pretty much 160 minutes long. So I'm putting my tools back in the truck. As you can see, sorry for shaking you. And I recently built myself like a storage, like this fancy system that's called decked, but just out of plywood. Man, thank you for being here, Chris. So yeah, it's pretty nice noise. Could you tell me, do you still hear those noises and frogs and crickets when I have this wireless microphone, or they all kind of go muted and then you just hear my voice compared to what it was before that? If you want to, I can actually uh, disconnect it and turn it back on, but I'll be wrapping pretty soon and just driving back home. But now I need to put some of the tools in the truck. And I don't know if you were on the live stream the day when I said that I was gonna build myself some kind of storage, and I actually did. I still need to build one more drawer to the left side. I cut the plywood for the bottom, and if you want, I can show you guys. So when you talk, I just hear your voice. Okay, so let me just show you a little bit if you can hear me talking. So pretty much I built myself this kind of storage, like this decked company that makes those fancy kind of things for your truck, but they're pretty pricey. So I ended up just buying plywood and getting myself something like that, but for pretty cheap price. And to be honest, I like it. Uh, it doesn't have lots of room yet because I have just one drawer, but just it's like 6 foot long drawer, and it has like tons of stuff. And I made it so it slides, and you see all of these tools, and then you just push it, and it's all ready. So I need to put my ladder back on, my blankets and stuff. So yeah, with the second drawer, it's gonna be even better. What you were working on today, Chris? What was your project? If you want, I can disconnect the micro so you can hear the frogs and stuff. But like I said, after I put it, I will take a seat in my truck and I will just drive back home. Just my voice is fine. Okay, I flush out all my spares with mineral spirits and then get my snow blowers and chainsaws ready for the winter. Do you have a severe winter where you live? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work, especially for all those carburetors that needs to be cleaned. Uh, it's always it's always a lot of stuff. When I lived in Ohio, I also had snowblower. One of them actually got the engine stuck because of how heavy that winter was. So yeah, I think it was like 12 inches of snow, or maybe even 14 or something like that. Oh, perfect. Yeah, and then I just lock my gate, and that's it. Nobody can get in. Still need to fix my glass. Put the new one in. So yeah, it's a lot of work. What is your favorite sprayer? Which one you like better the most? Uh, at some point, I used to work for like the company that was doing just exterior painting, and I worked for probably one summer, and I remember they bought me a new sprayer from Greco that was like I don't remember the name of it, but it was massive, and it had like a two ports, so you can have like two painters paint at the same time and connect their holes. It was also possible to I think run joint compound through it, and also it had like a Bluetooth feature, so you can track and see how many gallons been run through that machine and where it's located, like navigation, so nobody can steal it. For the price, I like Spray Tech. I actually don't know who makes Spray Tech. Uh, so I like that Greco. I'm gonna I'm gonna put my light inside, and I will switch to conversation mode in a second. I need to put this tripod down. You see, it's already like it fell quite a few times, so I had to attach one piece from one extension, one to another, and then I have this battery from one of my tools as a power bank. So this is how I pretty much handle it. So yeah, I'll just put it just like that. It is what it is. Okay. How expensive is this price tag? Oh, Okay, so let's go. If I haven't forgotten anything, I should be good at this point. I'm gonna double check. Double check. Yeah, looks like I got everything with me. So let's go, Chris and other guys, other 7 guys who are watching, or girls. I don't know who's watching. So you can let me know in the chat. So pretty much I'm in conversation mode right now, and we can talk. Chris, do you have kids? If you are still here, I mean, if you are willing to answer, I'm totally fine. I'm not pushing if you don't want to. It's okay. Always a couple thousand cheaper than Graco. Whoa, I can. I I'm afraid to ask like what kind of machines you are using if they are like thousands of dollars. Probably something that you can I don't know, paint mountains with it. Something really cool because like I said, that Graco machine, it was about like $3,500 when I worked for a painting company back in the days. So 3,500, yeah. Uh, did you see those eyes in the dark there? No, Chris, I haven't seen. I've been watching some of the creepy videos for some reason when I was uh, going to bed yesterday and day ago. So it's good that I haven't seen. It was my phone holder being weak for some reason. So it's probably, Chris, it's probably cats. They have like many cats. So it was many cats. So yeah, did you see those? They are in their 30s. So tell me, Chris, from your experience, from your life, I'm gonna stop to secure this folder. It's probably is it easier when your kids grow up and they don't need you that much than when they were small? Uh, because mine and they need me. So sometimes, I mean, not sometimes, but usually I would say I don't have a free time other than like what needs to be done. I mean, you always set your own priorities, and uh, they are in my priorities. So I would rather spend time with them than do something just like stupid, just sitting and watching some kind of show or something. So, but I understand, and I see lots of my customers who have their kids or already grown. They be chilling, minding their own business, and I'll be like, that's probably cool. So when I drive to the job site, usually there are some guys here fixing the road, and because of that I have to spend about like 7 minutes or 8 minutes more driving that I could have if it wasn't because of them. I'm sorry, I can't translate whatever was just typed there. Type in English. once they're older than 21, you're lucky to see them and you are happy when you do. That's really cool. I got your money. Money always funny. It's a rich man's world. So yeah, that's cool. How many sprayers do you have, Chris? Money is usually involved. They are they are always involved, I would say. They are the center of all evils, and not only. Do you deal more with like exteriors or interiors, Chris? But you mentioned once that you take off at winters, so I can assume that probably you deal with exteriors more. And especially with the fact that you have sprayers and you have not just one sprayer but few probably, but it's just my assumption. It's just my assumption. Car is standing here like it's a police, pretending to be a police, but it's not a police. Okay, 4. And how many of them are Greco and how many are this spray tech? And where did you order this spray tech? Is it like Amazon kind of thing, or you have it, or you buy it somewhere like special supplier? Maybe I've seen. I just can't bring it to my memory now. Exteriors in the summer, interiors in the winter. Of course, yeah. I mean, it's a classic thing. It's a classic thing when it comes to painting. I actually like painting. Like I was thinking that if I decide to narrow down and do just one stuff, that would be probably painting. It might sound weird, but I also like drywall finishing, and I'm pretty fast with all this stuff, and I can do nice quality pretty quick because I did a lot of it. But it's kind of like when it comes to sanding, I don't like it. Even though I have that like sanding pole with LED light with like vacuum attachment. Anyways, you have to deal with corners, and it's also heavy on your body, this sanding. So you do 2 or 3 interiors in the winter, and that's it. And you need the sprayers for mountain homes. I got you. I was just joking. My favorite was like one-story houses, like when you don't have to pretty much use nothing tall. Because I don't know about you, Chris, but I fell once down the ladder. It was really hot. I was tired, and I think I was carrying something in my one hand and having some other stuff in another hand. And I was going down, and I felt, and actually my feet got stuck, my leg got stuck between the steps on the ladder. So then that's why I was able not to not to hit the ground and pretty much stay safe. But I almost broke my leg, and it was so painful. And I remember I was lucky and smart enough to had like an 8 kit in my car, and I got this like the bag that you can crush and it turns into ice. So I used that and it helped me dramatically, and because I was able to put it right away, it wasn't that painful the days after. So, and I had one customer that I talked to about ladders, falling from ladders and stuff, and she actually said that her friend, he was trying to paint house himself or something, so he got himself this little giant ladder that has like a wheels on the bottom, and he didn't pay attention, so he angled the ladder and has his wheels from the ladder on right, like touching the driveway. So when he went up, at some point the ladder started rolling down and he fell and he broke his hip, and he wasn't young, so he became disabled at that point. So it was hard to hear that story and know that someone got injured. So yeah, it's not really good. And have you, Chris? Have you ever had like any situations like that when you fell or you were about to fall, or like at some point when I got a Graco sprayer, it has like a different papers inside, and one of them it was saying something like, "Be careful, put it in a pocket or like in your wallet." And I was like, what that might be, and it was pretty much saying that if you went to the doctor and you showed him that, it was giving him an idea that you have like a pretty much paint injection made by your sprayer and by being inaccurate. So pretty much like some medical note or whatever. So I was like, whoa, that's probably crazy to get your skin spliced by just the pressure of the paint and everything. So that's it. Yeah, just was wondering if you ever had anything like that. I was lucky not to, but I was surprised to see that kind of sticker or whatever it was. Are you here, Chris? advice would you give from your experience and having those instances? Like, what would be your advice for for me if I need to go on a letter, or for somebody else who can read it? What would be your advice? Like the main point that you got from having those experiences. Yeah, I figured that like you have to angle letter properly for it not to be able to slide down, and also like get yourself a leveler for the bottom of your letter so you can adjust if you have slope driveway or whatever, or also if you have to put it on the ground, just place some pieces of plywood or something so it's like not gonna just slide or sink down. Yeah, that's been some crazy experience. Take your time and always double check. When I was young, I was always in a hurry. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's 100% true. I would say that most of the times when I injured myself, no matter what it was because I was just trying to do stuff faster. I was like, okay, just one more cut, or okay, just one more this, one more that, and I would be like, another thing I would say is probably do not do stuff that can injure you if you are extremely tired. That's probably would be the second thing after what you already have mentioned. Yeah, because I injured myself quite a few times when I was tired, and my brain was tired to think and to be smart at that point. Once I just walked off the roof while I was spraying. I can relate to that. I can relate to that. Like, this is the worst sections, like, of the siding, when you have to go like on the roof and then spray those triangle sections, and I've been there, but I haven't fell. And I remember that feeling when you step and you figure out that there is nothing, there is just air, and it's like all this adrenaline that just kicking off. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. So yeah, that's crazy, Chris. how old you were when you started doing like painting and stuff, and what made you choose that kind of type of work, and also do you find it good like being focused and just niched towards the painting and stuff like that? Because I do different stuff, and sometimes I have thoughts about maybe just narrowing down and doing just one thing. But I mean, sometimes it's just getting too boring when you do just one type of work, unless you like it a lot. And I would say, like, from everything, like I said, I would like painting the most. It's most relaxing, I would say. If it's not on the roof or when you're about to step out from the roof. Okay, everyone, I want to thank every one of you for watching till the very end, for staying tuned. Don't forget to give this live stream a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And I don't know if you're here, Chris, or not. Thank you for being today with me, joining this live stream, and thank you for talking to me again, so I don't get bored while I'm on my way. So you started your first company as a handyman, and then you decided you like painting and staining. So do you think it was a good decision? Okay, my phone is running low on the battery, Chris. So you can give your answer tomorrow when I'll be live streaming, and you can join me again. So I want to thank